Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well, and in today's video I am going to share another cushion DIY which you can make from your own flared dress. This video will be published in two parts. In the first video I'll be sharing the cutting, proceeding with the stitching in the second part. So this is the dress I'm talking about, which I have converted into a beautiful ruffled cushion cover. Recently I was decluttering some clothes from my wardrobe and I found this very vintage looking dress out of it, and I didn't have the heart to let it go. So I just thought of repurposing it into some home decor piece, and you can never get enough cushions. I think they can change the look of our home and at any point of time. So I thought of giving it a shot, and I hope that you like it too. So let's get started. The fabric I have here is rayon, and it's a very flowy kind of a fabric, so I'm going to use a waist lining piece along with it to give it a strong base. If you are doing it at home with some cotton fabric, there is no need to give it a lining base if the fabric is not too thin or flowy. The size I'm making here is 18 by 18 inches and half inch extra seam allowance I have taken for all the four sides. I am marking 19 by 19 inches on the flare of the dress, and then I am going to cut it into a square piece. For such a vintagey kind of a cushion cover, I think it's going to cost me a lot on Amazon or any other authentic website. So I thought, why not do it for free when I can? After cutting the original fabric, I am going to cut the lining as well, and I prefer to secure both the fabrics by sewing a seam on all the four ends of the cutting, or you can also secure it with pins if you want to. The rest of the flare which is left out after cutting, I will use it for making ruffles. Now let's move on to the cutting of the back side of the cushion cover. I am using the flare on the back of the dress, and again the leftover will be used for the making of the ruffles. It's very important to iron this fabric because it creates wrinkles very easily, being a very flowy fabric. I am just setting the fabric on the table for cutting the back piece, and I am going to take 3 inches extra for folding as well as making a flap or envelope cushion cover. I have placed the front and folded it into half so that I can take 3 inches extra over it. I am marking 3 inches for the back flap, and then I am going to cut 2 pieces of it. Now I'm cutting the second piece for the back side of the cover, and there's some fabric off the grain, so I'm going to straighten it up as well. Now I'm cutting the lining by placing the main fabric over it. So I am done with the cutting of front and back side. I'm going to embellish the back using buttons because they are more in trend these days and they enhance the beauty more and more. To avoid wastage of lining fabric, I cut it into two pieces accordingly, and I'm going to stitch it before securing both the fabric and the lining. Lastly, I'm left only with the cutting of ruffles. The size I'm going to cut is 5 inches including the seam allowance, and the width of the ruffle will be 18 into 2 for light ruffles, that is 36 inches, and we are having 4 sides, so it will be multiplied by 4, so 36 into 4 is 144 inches, which I am going to take for cutting the ruffles. I am joining small pieces to make it up to 144 inches of width. I wanted a very crisp kind of a ruffle, so I added lining to the ruffle as well. You can also skip this step if you want to. I know that doing it with the lining is a lot of work, but that's what the requirement of the fabric was. If you have thick fabric, it will naturally decrease the amount of effort and time, and it will be much easier to do. Finally, I'm done with the front, back and ruffle cutting of the cover. The stitching will be done in part 2 of the video. I hope this video will help you with what you desire. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you like my content. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care. Bye bye.